It's our Monday night opener for the season. Both teams are set up, and off we go. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. 16 yards on the play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
Every offense in the league today, they want a couple of guys on the roster capable of doing this. Players who can line up a receiver, running back, and make plays from both spots. It's where the NFL's been heading for years, and what a great example on that play.
Penix on 1st down. Dumps it off to his running back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Offense in the hurry up here. From the shotgun, Penix. He's got it over the middle. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Throwing for the pistol, Penix. He has the first over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Penix looking to pass. Dive in, and he gets his hands underneath for the catch. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Complete to Mims. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Working quickly here. Running for the marker on 2nd. Big gap up the middle. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos finish up an excellent opening series. PAT effort coming up. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Broncos take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
Normally, when we say somebody's on skates, we're talking about that offensive lineman, right? Driven right back to the quarterback. But I think it's applicable for the entire offense to be on skates. 2 plays, 2 negative plays. Got to find something positive here on 3rd down.
3rd and long for him here. It's a turnover on his first pass of the season. And the Broncos will take over as he records his first interception of our season. What a call for their first pass of the game. It would have been a big hitter if they completed it, Brock, but just not the right touch on that football, and it ends with an interception.
You could just tell these cover guys, they've been waiting for their first chance to go get some work done in this one. They did their homework, number 1. And number 2, Kate, as Russell Wilson loves to say, separation was in the preparation.
He'll get 3, but much work left for him on 2nd and goal. Penix working from the gun. Touchdown, Denver! So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
From the 23. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. So we're down to 3 quarters remaining in our opening weekend of football. It's a 2-score game. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Charger football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. That's going to be caught by Washington. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Start to fight back with their first points of this game. Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fielded at the 7. Returns looking good so far. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Penix here from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. That one vehemently swatted away. So they're left facing third and long.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
Here he is on third and long. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Now we're going to get an offensive... That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Now on fourth down, A.J. Cole headed out to handle the punt. And no doubt he wants to get his season started with a good one here. And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35. So no return on that punt. And the Chargers take possession. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Now a give on the counter. And he gets him around 6 there. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
From the 42. Short pass brought in. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And the Chargers will have a first. Herbert now, blitz coming. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
On 3rd down, Herbert. He's throwing deep to the left side. Big gain downfield. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, it gets the job done.
And they'll bring him down after an all-right gain. Give him 4 on that play. So now they've got 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. They'll try and punch it in. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. With a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. From the pistol, it's Herbert. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So on 4th down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Returnable from the 2. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Penix now. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
On 2nd and 10, it's Penix. Throwing the out route complete. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. We send a man in motion. Penix now on 1st down. Going deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's scooped up by the Chargers. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Well, you can just see the QB scanning, can't you? He's moving, he's looking downfield, but everything covered up on the back end. That 2nd and 3rd level defenders did their job, and what did it do? Well, free that pass rush up to strip the ball away from the QB.
Chance to pay off their defense's effort as they start out 1st and goal. Give now to the running back. Has the LA touchdown. The Chargers get some late points and the lead. Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers push their lead to 3. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he won't opt to bring this one out. He's content to keep it in the end zone and start their drive at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Penix. It is caught left side. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
From the 48. Hits him on the out route. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
And again, it's Penix. Finds Mims. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Junior Colson bringing an end to that play.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the shotgun, Penix. That throw behind his intended target. Trying to find his tight end. So it'll be 3rd down.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect. All you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
3rd down, it's Penix. Mims with the grab. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Trying to push this past the marker. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
I don't know, Kate. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the 1st down. Pops up right away and signals 1st down.
They go play action. Here's Penix. That one's cut along the left sideline. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Putting a receiver in motion. Working inside the red zone. And he'll score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take the lead just before halftime. They'll set up here for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Broncos take a 4-point lead.
Chargers 17.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Return coming from the 6. And he made a push for the 30-yard line before going out just a bit shy. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. Drops to a knee, and that pesky final second runs off. So we're to the end of our 1st half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that 1st half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the 2nd half has in store for us. The 1st half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the 2nd half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 32. Complete right side to Washington. And he's going to be marked down 5 yards short of that first.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Broncos corral it! And this return will reach the end zone. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos grow the lead coming out of halftime. That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos drive their lead to 11.
Chargers 17.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Starting from the 5. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. Pitts brings it in. And they're going to...
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. From the 31. Got Washington. It's complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Low him back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Herbert now. Jukes one defender. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Herbert throwing on 4th down. Throw caught by his running back. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They'll keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on 4th down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job. And I just showed you I could do yours.
3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Touchdown, LA! The Chargers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Herbert's going to look to throw for this. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. And the Broncos take over as he records his 10th career INT. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Return starts at the 3. They get to him before that return can amount to much, just beyond the 15-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. He rolls to it, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
We've got enough data now through the years to understand that an explosive play on offense, more often than not, leads to scoring. We also know if you can create a negative play defensively. In a tightly contested game like this, every play matters. And to get that negative play, put this offense on their heels, exactly what this defense needed.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Taking a shot deep down the field. They connect on the deep shot. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And they take him down right along the 30. Offense up to the line fast. Penix on 1st down. Cut at the 10-yard line. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. That one right down the middle. And the Broncos push the lead up to 12. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. From the pistol, it's Herbert. That's going to be caught by Washington. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. They snap it to Herbert. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. They come through with 6 yards there, Brock, and they're rewarded with a new set. Well, that didn't break out how they thought it would, and they're going to lose the first of their 3 timeouts for their trouble. It's Herbert once more. Dump off caught by his back. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Herbert throwing again. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll go out of bounds after a pickup inside the opposing 40. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Herbert to throw once more. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they get this down to the 28. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Play action now for Herbert. He puts some juice on a deep throw. Big game downfield. And he finds him in the end zone for an LA touchdown. The Chargers now within 1 score in the 4th. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers trim the deficit down to 5. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got 1st down from the 31. Here's the handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Offense in the hurry up here. 2nd and 12 behind the sticks. It is caught left side. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And that'll be good for a Denver first. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. And again, it's Penix. Downfield, it's tipped, but he's still...
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Broncos.
So what a costly gamble that was, partner. They don't get the call they wanted, and they're down to their final timeout. And they take him down, but he's able to get this inside the red zone. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 17. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
I think we're starting to get a feel, aren't we, of why they like him so much in coverage. He reacts well to throws. He's super adept at breaking up passes through contact, or like that one before they could ever reach the target.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up. So now the field goal unit runs on in a very big spot. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash. Kicked well, and this is good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the fourth quarter when it really matters.
And he's going to field this in the end zone without a return, so they'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Short pass brought in. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Chargers, 8 points behind.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Herbert from the gun. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Broncos make the play that should win them this game.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Back to the well again. Into the second level past the 30. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos lead by 15 now. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. Oh, he makes the catch. Impressive grab, but he should have let it go. They're going to lose yards.
This is one of those plays, Kate. I could just hear defensive buzzwords. Pursue, effort, run him down. Just a total effort defensively to knock that running back right out of bounds and put a negative yardage mark on the stat sheet.
3rd down. Broncos loading up that secondary. They're in the dime here. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he almost reaches the 45 before going out. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue. Now Herbert again. Complete out to the right side. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earned some momentum.
2nd and 10 now. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Broncos get it as he makes his 3rd interception in this game.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie, right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
So it's a win for the Broncos. And this isn't...